Most people believe they know exactly why they are not able to build wealth. Some blame low salaries, others blame inflation, loans, or rising household expenses. But the truth is, one of the biggest reasons people stay financially stuck is something so normal and socially accepted that no one questions it. Quietly drains money every single month without making noise. This wealth killer doesn't look dangerous, doesn't feel risky, and yet it slowly destroys long-term financial growth. That silent wealth killer is transportation expenses, especially the cost of owning and maintaining a personal car. When we analyze where most people's money goes, a clear pattern emerges. Income is first consumed by unavoidable costs like rent, food, utilities, and taxes. After that, one expense consistently stands out as disproportionately high: transportation. Many people think of a car as a necessity, not a financial decision. But in reality, a car is one of the most expensive purchases most people make in their lifetime, second only to a house. And unlike a house, a car almost never increases in value. The biggest mistake people make is focusing only on the monthly payment. If the payment feels manageable, they assume the car is affordable. But a car's true cost is much larger than a single number on a bill. There are multiple layers of expenses working together: depreciation, loan interest, insurance, fuel, maintenance, repairs, registration, and taxes. When these costs are added up over several years, the total amount is shocking, even for an average, non-luxury vehicle. One of the most damaging aspects of car ownership is depreciation. The moment a new car leaves the showroom, it begins losing value. In the first few years alone, a significant percentage of the car's price simply disappears. This loss isn't visible like a bill, but it is very real. Many people lose thousands of dollars in value without ever realizing it because depreciation doesn't feel like spending, yet it directly reduces net worth. Financing a car makes the situation worse. Car loans often stretch for 5 to 7 years, and during that time, interest quietly adds to the cost. Even with a good credit score, buyers end up paying far more than the original price. A reasonable interest rate still translates into thousands of extra rupees or dollars over the life of the loan. And during this entire period, the car continues to lose value every year. Then comes insurance, a compulsory expense that never feels optional. Insurance costs increase with car value, location, and risk factors, and over several years, premiums alone can equal the price of a small used vehicle. Fuel costs are another underestimated drain. Most people don't track how much they spend on fuel annually, but when added up, it becomes one of the largest recurring expenses in the household budget. Maintenance and repairs make the cost unpredictable. Tires, brakes, servicing, breakdowns. All of these expenses arrive unexpectedly and demand immediate payment. What makes this issue even more serious is opportunity cost, the wealth you lose by choosing one option over another. Money spent on a car is money that cannot be invested. If that same amount were invested into long-term assets like mutual funds, index funds, or retirement accounts, it could grow significantly through compounding. Over 10 or 20 years, the difference between spending and investing can be life-changing. A depreciating asset takes money away, while an appreciating asset builds future freedom. Many people unknowingly become car poor. They earn well, but a large portion of their income is locked into maintaining a vehicle. As a result, they struggle to save, invest, or handle emergencies. Financial stress increases not because income is low, but because too much money is tied to something that provides no financial return. This creates a cycle where people feel stuck despite working hard. There is also a social and psychological angle to this problem. Cars are often seen as status symbols. Society quietly encourages people to buy newer, bigger, and more expensive vehicles to appear successful. Social pressure makes people stretch their budgets beyond comfort. But real wealth is rarely visible. True financial success is about stability, peace of mind, and freedom of choice, not external validation. The solution is not to completely avoid cars, but to make smarter decisions. Buying a used car that is a few years old can dramatically reduce depreciation losses. Setting a strict limit on total transportation expenses as a percentage of income helps prevent overspending. Keeping a vehicle for a longer period instead of upgrading frequently allows the cost to spread out and reduces long-term financial damage. Simple, reliable cars often outperform expensive ones in terms of wealth preservation. In the long run, wealth is not destroyed by one big mistake, but by many small, repeated decisions that feel normal. Transportation costs quietly drain money because they are accepted as unavoidable. But once people become aware of their true impact, they can take control. Choosing practicality over ego, long-term growth over short-term comfort, and financial awareness over social pressure can completely change a person's financial future. This is why understanding where your money goes matters more than how much you earn. When transportation expenses are controlled, more money becomes available for saving, investing, and building real wealth. Car should serve your life, not consume your future.